Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Well, that's why I'm still in bed. Me? I'm FayWhat! And this program was created by Hotspots Happening Out. The FayWhat show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show. And I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand. In 2025, our Hotspots magazine celebrates 40 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus experience. It is the largest publication of its kind in Florida and one of the oldest in America. Happening Out Television Network Queer News Tonight is celebrating 5 years with 10,000 television stories and more than 10 million views in 2024. Hotspots Happening Out will be producing some of the most incredible LGBTQ plus events. First, the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th, with a gigantic night glow parade on the famous Wilton Drive. Next, the summer's Red Hot Pride Fete on August 9th and Pride Fort Lauderdale in February 2026. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. It's Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. Happy Women's History Month! So we have lots of fun things to talk about, so come on, let's go.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all I dream? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
Now let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. There's always some fun stuff happening in the LGBTQ plus community, and I have a sidekick joining me in bed for our segment called Gay Boys Sleep Late. This morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, adult performer, and star of For the Love of Dopes on Out TV, Alex Tikas. Follow his adults-only Twitter at @Alex_Tikas and catch him as he bartends at the Eagle Wilton Manors. Good morning, Alex, and welcome back to my bed, boo! How you doing?
It's good to be back.
Yeah, I always
How are
love
you?
to have you in bed. But you know, I said that you were a bartender at Eagle, but you dance sometimes too, right? How's that been going?
When they need me, and it's fun. It's like I'm like the 50-year-old that dances on a box, and sometimes my little jockstrap is filled with many more ones than the other ones are filled. It's fun. I get to dance and have a good time and get paid for it.
Yeah.
No, I love the Eagle. The Eagle for me has been just such a great positive outlet to just hang out and have a good time and work with wonderful people. I'm so grateful for them.
Right? Well, you know, this segment is all about being out and about and the places that we like to go out to, right? And the Eagle is one of those places that we, honestly, genuinely like to go to. I did a trivia night 2 weeks ago there with Razor Steel, and that was so much fun. Alex is usually working there, and now they've got you, how many days a week are you there?
Well, it is high season now.
Oh, yeah,
so I'm
spring
there.
break, guys.
So I am there this week. I'm literally there 5 out of the 7 nights of the week. There's a shitload going on. Tropical barbecue's coming.
Yes.
So we are in high season.
But this last weekend, you had what was your DJ? You had you've been having some amazing DJs there too.
So DJ Dan Darlington was there for a brute night, and I remember Dan when we were both in New York, and he was just getting the night started, and there was a line around the block to get in for this, and it was it's fun to get out on Saturday night,
right?
And not think about the shit that's happening.
And you need that place to just release in so many different ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you wait for that. And there's very few places on Wilton that you'll see a line, but you'll notice it at the Eagle. And during spring break, and because
my God, they're so cute. These little it's okay, Miami. We'll take them.
Well, yeah.
Come on, bring them
so
down.
Miami Beach basically has closed down to spring breakers,
One street
right?
is open, and you get $100 ticket if you just stand there and let somebody out. That's okay. Come. We're waiting for
Come.
you.
So Fort Lauderdale is saying, come on over, and the
Yeah.
spring breakers are loving it, and the gay spring breakers are all at the Eagle.
that's right.
And my favorite part is that Alex is like, they're so cute, Faye. No, but they're
just
so cute. Like,
They're
they
just
look like untainted. Like, they're
what
not
am I
her.
doing here? This place is so scary.
And then by midnight or 1 o'clock,
please,
it's
whatever.
a whole
Then
different.
the lights go red, and they're just like, I belong.
I belong. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community, okay? Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Let's kiki on this interesting story. Pop icon Lady Gaga is keeping it real about trans rights. At the Grammys, she declared, quote, trans people are not invisible, end quote. And now, with her new album, Mayhem, she's doubling down on her support. Speaking to Zane Lowe, Gaga said, quote, we all need to support trans people. They deserve to be supported and loved and protected, end quote. She called out Trump's anti-trans policies and emphasized the need for allyship. From fighting Don't Ask, Don't Tell to shutting down transphobic rumors, Gaga has never wavered as she says, quote, people deserve better. Lady Gaga serves truth and allyship, saying trans people deserve love. What are we all talking about? I love me some Lady Gaga.
Deborah.
I hope they don't throw us off just for that because, darn it. Listen, Lady Gaga can let out an album with her flushing the toilet and we're all going to figure out a dance routine and it's going to be played at the Eagle, played at our house, played at Hunter's, played everywhere.
5 minutes
Yes.
at the Eagle.
And it's been out a second.
It's been out once and we're just like, okay. But it's so much fun.
Yes.
My God.
Yes.
Did you hear the term that they called? They said like she's reheating her nachos. Have you ever heard of this term?
Yes! Oh my God, I'm so glad that you mentioned that because I came across that story and I was like, what? And me like a moron, I automatically went to nachos,
I'm
right?
obsessed with reheated nachos. I'm like, yes. Oh my God, there's some left. Yay. I'm so excited.
I love soggy nachos after being in the microwave.
But, you know, like they're like, they wanted her to go back to her original sound, and this fucking song was just like.
But she did.
She did
and she
it.
did
It's
that.
killer.
Like she
It's
gave
good.
us what
Yeah.
what we wanted, you
And,
know?
I mean, when it comes to like her support of who she should be president. I mean, she should totally like when it comes to that.
Listen, what is it? If the Kardashian girl can help get people out of freaking prison, then Lady Gaga can become president
telling
in
you,
our
but-
beautiful alternative universe.
But I mean, we're so well spoken. She is kind of like she's almost like trans. You know what I mean? It's like.
I mean, she like encompasses
Fluid.
so much, you know, like you never really know where on the spectrum of LGBTQIA she is, or if she is just an ally, and we don't care kind of deal, you know. We'll take it. She's got an incredible platform that many don't have, and she uses it like at the Grammys to mention trans folks, you know. I mean, you know, it's no secret that our trans community has a big freaking target on their back. You know, Trump started this during the election, and he has made people think that trans people are subhuman, that they're aliens, that like they don't deserve the same rights that we do. Like,
I mean, well, it's like they're the threat to your children, but what is the leading cause of death among children? Is that cancer? It's not. It's gun violence.
it's gun violence. I've never seen a drag queen or a trans person with an AR-15.
But you're not going to touch my guns. But you're going to like, you know, these are the people that are grooming or like gonna come.
It doesn't even make any sense. I believe that the trans community makes up like less than 1% of the population or something like crazy like that. You know, as a woman, you know, I have told you from this bed, Alex, I have been sexualized since the age of freaking 12. You know, I've been groomed by men, disgusting men, my whole life, right? And no one talks about that, and everybody's okay with that, right? Drag queens, trans women, lesbians, gay boys. We're not trying to groom anybody. Most of us don't even like kids.
Nobody wants your child in the room. We want them for like 5 minutes to give them their Christmas present. They can go.
And then they can go.
They can go.
That's it. Nobody wants your kids.
I mean,
Nobody wants to groom your kids. You know, a kid is what they are. You can't make this stuff up. When you see a kid that's 6 years old right?
Yeah.
Stating they're not the gender that they were born. Where would they get this information from? If when you're a kid, you only know your parents, you only know your, your immediate family.
When you're a little kid and you just, I don't know, when you're a little kid and you're biologically a female, but the idea of putting on a dress or the idea of like anything, like it makes you wretch.
Yep.
What are you going to do if that were my child?
Yeah.
What am I going to, I'm going to like love my child and I'm going to make her not.
Yeah.
Make them not suffer.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I read a story about these parents that were Republicans, right? And they still wanted to stay true to those Republican values or whatever it was. And then they had a child that was trans and their whole life changed. When their child said to them, their male-born child said, I'm going to cut this off.
Wow.
Okay? I don't want to live anymore in this body.
That makes me cry.
How do you, you know what I mean? How do you tell a 10-year-old child to not cut off their penis because that's not who they really are? You know, in layman's terms, with love and support. You know, how do you tell a 14-year-old that can turn on the TV and see Trump saying there's only 2 genders and trans people don't exist? What do you tell that child? And as a parent, you don't want your child to kill themselves, right? You don't want your child to be depressed and sad.
Well, that's what used to happen. And now, because there are outlets, and that's the scary thing. It's fear. Everybody, you're so afraid. You're so afraid that I can't put you in this box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is your box. This is your box. This is your label. This is your label. So now you have, I don't know, that crazy, he's South Asian and he's like got blue eyeshadow and he's all over the place. He's like so brilliantly smart. He just says the reason why you don't like me is because you're afraid of me, because you don't understand me, because from a young age you were raised to be in your particular box. You know, that's how you were. So you grow up that way, and then you see me, and you're like, does not compute, does not like, does
not fit in this box.
Does not fit in any box. So all of a sudden you're afraid of this guy. I think it's what the leaders in these communities do are so fearless and so like it's so, you know.
Yeah.
They talk, like I love it.
Yeah, like I wish I could just say like
it's so brave.
Like it's just it's so brave.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like David and Goliath kind of deal.
Always. Yeah.
And yet they still
and they
do it every day.
They throw that rock and they hit him right on the head every fucking time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Let's kiki on this interesting story. Luke Mimo is the rarest of online creatures. A relatable influencer, the Orlando-based cutie keeps his audience hooked with hilarious, unfiltered glimpses into his life as a gay man in his 20s. Be it about his painfully honest attempt at eating healthy or being a triple minority that is in Florida, navigating autism, and of course, keeping his bottom smooth. He keeps the content real, from douching woes to avoiding kill switch scenarios in bed. Luke isn't just aspirational, he's downright hilarious. In a world of curated perfection, he's proof that influencers can be just like us. Or at least this one is. We need more gay influencers like Luke Mimo. Let's see the video.
I am not human, and I cannot feel pain.
Thank you. That helps.
However, I should warn you, I am programmed with a fail-safe measure. As you approach the kill switch, I will begin to beg for my life. It's just there in case of an accidental shutdown, but it will seem very real.
Okay, here we go.
Jeannie, no, Jeannie, please, don't hurt me. I don't want to die, please. Again, I am not human. I can't die.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so I'm telling you, Luke Mimo is like my favorite person in the world. What are we all talking about? These are real conversations, right? I mean, like, he's got issues with douching woes. That's a thing,
Well, yeah, you got to watch out for the reheated nacho.
You never know. I mean, it's hard being a gay boy, and it's hard.
I can't imagine what it's like. I mean, there are some stories that stay the same as
the years go.
But to be like a 20-year-old with autism, navigating in Florida,
Yeah.
I'm just I'm a 50-year-old cisgendered white male that is set in his way. I ask very pointed questions, and I'm done.
And I want the black and white answer like now, and that's that, you know?
Yeah.
But it's fun to see, you know, I mean, my thing is that TikTok is not my favorite place, okay? Okay?
Sure.
All for people that love it, please go and do you, right? Since they're taking away like our educational books on LGBTQIA in libraries, and they're kind of trying to erase us from, organization websites and stuff like that, kids still have somewhere to go and get their information to some degree. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. Like in schools, no more sex ed. You don't think these kids are getting their information anyway? I mean, like, don't you want them to get correct information? Because TikTok is where they're getting their information now, you know?
You can try as hard as you can to block and to censor, but as a kid, you will always find a way to get your information.
It's true. And you're right, and saying that it's true, because I remember as a kid when we didn't have internet. Yes, I am that old, right? And I love the National Geographic magazines because it always had girls and titties with titties out. Yes. Yeah, I mean,
well, if that's what you like.
I had to see. No, but I couldn't get my hands on my Playboys. Then later on, I found my dad's Playboys, and then there was more.
At the library, because I used to work at the library, I used to go to, there was this genius 70s photographer called Robert Mapplethorpe.
Okay.
So Mapplethorpe was like, I mean, he had these beautiful African-American men with like hard-ons and like whips and like, but it was and then there was the People Magazine's guide on how to be a male model. So there was that book.
Okay.
So you would scroll by and see all of the beautiful men and like.
You weren't reading about how to be a male model. You were just stopping at the pictures.
Yes, it was either The Occult or How to Be a Male Model or Robert Mapplethorpe.
That's it.
But you will always find a way to get the information that you need. Always.
You gay boys are so lucky. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Next, I'd like to talk about Lorraine Hansberry, all right? So Women's History Month is a time to celebrate women's achievements, right? Raise awareness about discrimination against women and give extra attention to all of the amazing accomplishments of strong, determined women. Since 1987, the United States has formally recognized March as National Women's History Month, even if the current administration does not do it so well. We at The FayWhat Show know the importance. So every woman has a story to tell and gifts to share with this world. This month, I will spotlight queer women who have made a huge impact. Today, we talk about Lorraine Hansberry. Lorraine is best known for her 1959 play, A Raisin in the Sun, about racial segregation in Chicago. It became the first play written by an African-American woman to be produced on Broadway. And Hansberry, at 29 years old, became the first Black playwright and youngest American to win a New York Critics Circle Award. Activism was central to her life, and issues of racial equality, feminism and queer identity were all themes in her work. She lived in New York's Greenwich Village, which enabled her to have a more expansive life than was typically possible for women in the 1960s. Hansberry did not publicly come out during her lifetime, and most of what we know about her sexuality comes from her diary entries and other personal writings. In a journal entry in 1962, she wrote, quote, "The thing that makes you exceptional, if you are at all, is inevitably that which must also make you lonely," end quote. Thank you, Lorraine. She inspired me and so many other women. She inspired me with one of her other quotes that said, quote, "The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity," end quote. Okay, that is, and that just inspired me to think about like other women in history that have said such amazing things, I thought about another quote that jumped out at me that said, "You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it is right."
Exactly.
And that was Rosa Parks who said that, Another quote, "If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair." That was by Shirley Chisholm, who was a U.S. Congresswoman.
Amazing story.
I mean, these are things that we need to think about, not just this month, but always. I mean, we all came out of a woman.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? However that is, whatever that looks like to you, We
are going to see, do you think we're going to see a woman president in our lifetime? an AOC.
God, I wish AOC would be awesome.
Yeah. Can you imagine? AOC, and I don't know her name. She's the mayor of Boston right now.
Uh-huh.
She's an Asian woman from Boston. Like, there are so many women. I mean, for some reason, AOC is just coming up into my mind as I think she is going to. Something's going to happen with
Something's going to happen with her.
Yeah.
She's so outspoken
Yeah.
and so, and so young, you know? So, I mean, like, she's got, like, I think, like, I don't know if she's an empath or what, but, something's going on. She's the first one to, like, post about it, It would be awesome. I was hoping Michelle Obama,
that's
and I know
really-
it's not going to happen, but.
She doesn't have the patience for it anymore. She knows what it's like, so she probably doesn't want to experience it, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah, like, where... Imagine if things were run by women. I think
How different things would be.
Things would be, yeah.
How about if just freaking women's rights was run by women?
Yeah.
How about that? You know what I mean? When it comes to a man not having to make decisions over my reproductive rights are like just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Just the fact that like you don't want to celebrate Women's History Month without, like, I saw Trump's proclamation, like when we're celebrating something, the White House always releases something, right? A statement, all right? And it's usually something joyous, something uplifting of the folks that we're celebrating, right? Well, it started off with just saying like, hey, it's Women's History Month, and then going into there's only 2 genders, and we're going to make sure that ideology stays that way, and blah, blah, blah. And that was how that whole statement came out for Women's History Month,
Almost over. We've only got 3.5
We've
years
only got
left.
3.5 more years to go.
No, we've got the midterms.
Yes, which is in a year.
The midterms. That's what we've got.
That's, But folks, you know what? Remember that when we say women encompasses a wide range of identities, including lesbians, bisexuals, transgender, and gender nonconforming women. All right. So tell all the women in your life that they're important to you. Tell them that you see them. Trust me, with the current administration, women are scared. Okay, women are scared. Women are, it's the joke. It's the running joke with all women. Handmaid's Tale's coming. Okay.
Handmaid's Tale is kind of here almost already.
And it's, and it's been a running joke for a couple of years, but it's almost here, and it's scary times. So make sure that you tell those you love, Happy Women's History Month, because it's important. This is an important conversation for our LGBTQ communities. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Let me remind you that the Hotspots Happening Out nonprofit travel club is planning an amazing Florida AIDS Walk cruise on November 2nd from Miami. The 3-day cruise is on the gigantic 170,000-ton MSC Seascape and starts at just $199. It supports some of the most important LGBTQ plus nonprofits in South Florida. Special parties, events, and even a 3-day open bar and Wi-Fi package are available for just $68. And that's unlimited cocktails, beer, wine, sodas, coffee, bottled water, and Wi-Fi for just $68 for all 3 days. This is the only cruise like it in 2025. Join us at Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission for the LGBTQ plus community.
Welcome to the newest trip from the nonprofit travel club, Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise aboard MSC Seascape, departing November 2nd, 2025. Celebrate pride and unity on this one-of-a-kind 3-day cruise aboard the luxurious MSC Seascape, all starting from just $199. Your journey begins in Miami as you board the stunning MSC Seascape, a $1 billion, 170,000-ton masterpiece of Italian design, offering incredible amenities, exclusive events, and a vibrant community of travelers united by a great cause. The MSC Seascape is a 5-star state-of-the-art new ship. This 170,000 giant ship boasts unique features like the glass-floored Bridge of Sighs, panoramic elevators, and a replica of the Statue of Liberty. The onboard design pays tribute to New York City, featuring Times Square-inspired spaces and a breathtaking LED wall. You will want to sail in the world's best cabin category called MSC Yacht Club. This luxury cruise within a cruise is a private 3-deck top of the ship private club. The Yacht Club includes private reception 24 hours a day, a gourmet private restaurant, a luxury lounge with open bar and food 24 hours a day, available to just 200 guests. Your yacht club has a private sun deck and private pool. There are so many other features that makes this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The nonprofit travel club is unique in that we are not a travel agency. We are a nonprofit 501c3 company that uses educational travel to raise funds for the community. With us, you travel for good. And that is what you do on this cruise as you support the Florida AIDS Walk and the beneficiaries that provide support to our community. Our trips are special because they include so much. Onboard activities and exclusive parties at Ocean Cay are all part of your travel package. Not just that, this Pride Cruise also offers you unlimited open bar package with cocktails, beer, wine, sodas, coffees, and bottled water, along with Wi-Fi aboard the ship and on Ocean Cay for just $68. Plus, you get access to over a dozen bars and exclusive beach events. Your open bar package is unique in that it is valid on ship and all day and evening at bars on the private island. Your wonderful Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise begins on day 1 as you board MSC Seascape as early as 11 a.m. You enjoy an exclusive open bar cocktail party with Florida AIDS Walk reunion guests. Tonight, you have an exclusive invitation to the Travel Club dance party. There are shows and great dining choices awaiting you. On day 2, you visit what Condé Nast readers say is the world's best cruise line private island. $1 billion was spent to create this magnificent marine reserve. Ocean Cay features incredible beaches and lagoons. When you participate in our exclusive $68 open bar and Wi-Fi package, all services will be available to you at more than a dozen island bars. You will enjoy lunch at the main Ocean Cay Pavilion and more than a dozen food trucks that provide unique food opportunities. Plus, the Florida AIDS Walk Cruise will have several events today. This morning, you will participate in our pavilion and beach party called Seize the Day. It will be the only daytime beach party with a DJ and great beach dance music. Tonight, you are invited to Roar on the Show, where you have bonfires, a DJ, an open bar, and a thrilling rainbow light show at the Ocean Cay Lighthouse. Your day will be one of the best tropical experiences of your life. Tonight, once you are back on the ship, you participate in our exclusive invitation to the Travel Club's dance party. Your amazing cruise to celebrate the Florida AIDS Pride Cruise comes to an end on day 3. Enjoy a farewell breakfast and you can get off the ship as early as 7:30 a.m. By being on this trip, you have not only had fun, but also have helped so many Florida AIDS Walk beneficiaries. Secure your spot with just a $99 deposit for the interior, ocean view, balcony, and suites, or pay just $299 for the exclusive Yacht Club category. Flexible interest-free payment plans are available for just $49 per month. Protect your trip with travel insurance starting at $36, or choose cancel for any reason coverage starting at just $67. Book now at the Travel Club website and be part of this unforgettable journey. Celebrate pride, luxury, and making a difference. Don't miss this one-time only cruise in 2025.
So let's look at our week ahead. We've always got so much going on, especially this guy over here. Well, also me too. That's true, right? So what will you be doing this coming week, right? So this weekend, I'm going to be at Naked Guy Crocheting with Peter Basuito on March 23rd. He's going to be filming his pilot episode of his show at Hunter's Nightclub. And they are doing it full-fledged. Like, they've got a whole camera crew and everything. He's got, I believe, the director of Sordid Lives. You remember that movie?
Yeah,
that is such a cult classic.
I know this guy. He's
Peter?
funny, yeah.
Oh, Peter's hysterical.
Yeah, he's very
crass. And he doesn't know a curse word. He doesn't, he can't pick one that he loves the most, right? But he's incredible. His husband is so great. But I mean,
when is this,
he's super
23rd?
talented. Yeah, and it's right across the street from the Eagle.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
And I know that he would love you there. But I mean, awesome. I love Peter. I mean, like I said, he's crass, and he tells everybody at the beginning, if you're easily offended, deal with it, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, you know what? We gotta laugh at ourselves a little bit sometimes.
We have to. What do you mean sometimes? Especially now, we've got to laugh at ourselves, and we can't be sensitive within our community. No. You know what I mean? I get it when we're in mixed company. If we're around too many straight people, you might not want to, But hey, I mean, I consider Hunter's your community center.
I want to learn how to crochet. I want to crochet.
Oh my God. Well, I think he would love to teach you how to crochet. So understand that Peter is naked during the show.
Everybody's got to be naked. God damn it.
I know. And we enjoy that. And he crochets while he answers questions about pop culture and about current events from the audience.
Fun. Like a grandma, kind of like your nonna, just sort of like, just like giving away.
Crochet.
Here's my opinion on such and such.
Exactly.
And then she looks up, she takes her glasses off, and she starts.
Exactly. Except Peter Basuito has a great body and he's not a grandma.
Exactly.
But, he makes scarves, he makes hats,
Nice.
he makes, and a lot of the money that he raises also goes back to dog rescues. He's a huge dog advocate.
Yeah.
So love me some Peter Basuito. So go get your tickets and be there for sure. You will be at the Eagle, and I know that you guys are all gearing up for more spring breakers this weekend.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh please. The funny thing about South Florida is that like most people celebrate spring break for 2 weeks, right? Wherever you're from, you have 2 weeks. Well, in South Florida, we celebrate spring break for 6 weeks because we celebrate our spring break, your spring break, another country's spring break.
Listen,
everybody comes here.
College is important.
Yes.
Spring break is very important. We have to celebrate leaving college and relaxing for a little bit.
Right. So do that and hey, make your way over to the Eagle because that will be where most of the daddies and most of the hotties will be.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of oh my God, look, DJs are coming in. There are a lot of there's a concert that's happening. Camo Beach Bear Day at Birch Beach is happening.
Tropical Bear Week is next month.
That's
Also,
yeah.
I mean, there's always something going on,
Always.
and it's always surrounded, and it's always like the Eagle is like the prominent part of it. You always see them doing something.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, there it is.
That's Flockfest, I think. Right? Oh, there it is. Did you go to Flockfest?
To the beach party?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. Of course. That's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just to, party. And so I'm looking forward to Tropical Bear Week because also Ultra Nate is going to be there.
Oh my God.
And I love me some Ultra Nate.
She's still killing it.
She's still killing it. And she loves the Bears.
Yeah.
And she loves the Eagle. So it don't get no better than that. Thank you, Alex Tikas, for joining me in bed again. I will see you next week. You're back next week with me.
I'll be here.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. I just keep him under the bed. I just let him out for the Eagle at night, and that's
I
it.
have a cot at the Eagle because I basically live there.
And that's it. That's it. Thank you, Salvo, for lending him to me.
Salvo, shout out to Salvo.
I love you, Salvo. Make sure you like and subscribe to The FayWhat Show. So that's it. That's the FayWhat Show. I hope that you had fun. Thank you so much to Alex Tikas for being in bed with me and just being his perfect self. I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's often hard for us girls, but if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q+. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore and That Girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity because it really is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. Okay? Follow FayWhat. And until next Tuesday, 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand, I am FayWhat, and I'm #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Please consider fostering or adopting a pet in need. I adore you. Don't forget, stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl, the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too?